Okay, I'm back with a semi-quick video, maybe not quick video, but there's gonna be a video nonetheless on, you guessed it, enchantments. I'm gonna try to go as thorough as possible. All right, let's get into it. All right, you know this is like normal setup for the enchantment. This is like the vanilla version. So you have these books here, 1, 2, 3, 6, or 6, 6. Then with the modern version, you can also add books on the side here. It'll add more to the equation. So what we're going to be focusing on is the Interna, Quanta, and Arcana. Okay, so we're going to go to the next tier for this enchantment. Okay, let's get some lapis though. Lapis. Just feed it lapis. Make sure we have some XP, which we do. Okay. From here, we're gonna go to the next tier. So we're gonna go to, we're gonna type in shelf. So the next tier would be the sea shelf. See how it's the internal plus 1.5 and then Arcana plus 2%. I'm gonna make those real quick. I'm gonna make some pufferfish. If you already have an SF farm, it's gonna be very useful for this setup here. So I have fish essence brewing. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. Throw it in our system. Okay. Now we need water bottles, which we have a lot of. Let's just make sure we have that auto crafting. Water bottles. Bottler. Here's some. I think this will be it here. Okay, so we have access to that. Also, we're gonna create this too. You don't have to do this part. This is just for me. Auto crafting. I'm auto crafting everything that I see, so I don't have to go different location. I can just do it right into my system. So we're back in here. I create some of these shelf. Let's do 6. One, 2, 3. I guess my setup got erased. My my quest line got erased. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. 6 of these. I'll find another enchantment. Enchant table. We have plenty of those. Put that there. Continue. We're gonna do the whole setup here. Like shelf. Run out. See, this is why I like auto crafting. Here, auto craft these books. Oh, not Skyroot. We want regular bookshelf right there. Auto craft that. So we need to auto craft our books. Let's see. When it's blue like that, we already have it auto crafting those materials. Perfect. Now you don't have to do this. This you can do it manually, but I am doing this for my sanity. All right, we're gonna request 64 stack of books. Should create. Bam, look at that. Instant. Okay, now create more of these. I should have this auto crafting. I am gonna put it in auto crafting. It is in my blood now that I want to do this. So now I need to auto craft those. Oh, I need patterns. So we have patterns there. Should auto craft it on its own. Just stack, perfect. Back to shelf. Shelf. Type A. We're gonna put it in our bookmark. Now that's gonna make that. Now we need to make prismarine bricks there. We're gonna need to make that. I have our essence to do. Back to this. We need to make a puffer fish. Bam. And now it's all autocraft. We put it into our pattern providers. So now we should be able to create, let's see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 of them. So let's request 5 since we already have 3. Enter. Bam. Should have 8 instantly. Bam, look at that. Love this autocraft. Okay, now this should raise up the quanta level and interna. See how it changed from 15 to 25 15 and add arcana. But you can even go further than that. The next tier. So the next tier would be these hell shelf. I think we skipped a step because we need to infuse. This is always the next step. If you have to infuse in these your JEI, you're gonna want to infuse a certain level here because you're gonna need your interna, your setup interna need to be at least 22.5 and your quanta at 15% and your arcana is at 10 at least. So let's see if our setup meets that requirement. 15, 36, 20. Okay, the interna. So it needs to be 20. So I think we're gonna need one of these seashells to see if it works. So we need to infuse it. See, now it says infusion. Normally, if your infusion doesn't work, it would say a tomb of or soulbound. That's all it will say. But since we met the requirement, we can now infuse shelf, which is great. Let's request a few more of these. Let's do, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18. Let's request 18 of these things. Add this to our pattern. Now this is just an extra step, guys. I'm sorry that you have to see this every single time. But, oh, well, I don't need, I just need 17 of these. So we got 17. Throw that in there. Fusion. 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 Infusion. Now you don't have to infuse all the way. So we're just gonna look at the next step here. Like this one requires 22, 30, and requires at least 0, so that you can infuse these health shelf as well. And with these health shelf, we need potions. And but I don't think we need to do that. We can skip that step. We need to do potions. I'll do that in a second here. But our next tier would be this one. So we need at least 40, 40, and 30. Let's see if we can mess with this setup to get to 40, 40, and 30. So we're looking for Quanta. This is all just Interna and Arcana. You look at your recipes over here, you can nitpick these shelf to what we want it to be. So what we want it to be for the next step, our ultimate goal is to get, where is it? This guy right here. Draconic and shelf. You're gonna need that. Here, let me just go show you my setup real quick. Our ultimate goal in this video is to match mine here. So we have 50, 100, and 100. And ratifications at 100. Enchanting clues is at 4. These are the enchanting clues. So we're gonna need a bunch of these set up here, but to get those, you're gonna have to infuse along the way before we can get to it. So I recommend having some extras. I know it's gonna be costly, but in the end, you'll have extras. So back to this. Let's see, our next step after this infuse shelf, we're gonna need to get to this guy. So requires 30, and then at least 40 on those. 30, at least 40. So I need to bring that up. The Interna. So Interna, those are just 1. Let's see, the regular one is +1. That's a good Interna. Interna. This one was a good Interna. That's gonna be costly, but I think this is our next step here. We're gonna need a heart forge seashell. So that recipe requires infuse, so we need that step anyways. So the more we have, the better. Just gonna keep it infusing here. Let's organize that. Okay, that's organized. Okay, now we're gonna need this shelf. Here, and you guessed it, I'm gonna put this into our, let's see, I need that made automatically. I need this made automatically. Okay, let's put this in our system. You get kind of lazy whenever you have AE2, but it's so easy because you already have everything set up. That there. Okay. Wait. I didn't even create the pattern. I create the actual hard forge. Bam. Bam. Okay, to our system here. Bam. Okay. Now we're gonna ask our system to make a few of these. I already have 9 made, so the recipe is simple. You're gonna need prismarine shards, an infused shelf, which we just infused, and the heart of the sea. To get the heart of the sea is pretty easy if you have your mythical agriculture set up with your prismarine setup, essence, diamond, squid, and with the nautilus shell. That's just the fish and the prismarine together. So it's a pretty easy build as long as you have your farm set up. If not, I recommend getting it. Okay, so we have our heart forge, and our goal was to get to this next setup. 30, 40, 40, 30, 40, 40. Now we can pretty much add to this here. See this extra area, see if it takes off anything. It takes off gratification, but we can add more of those. See, it went up a little bit. 30, 40, 40 is what we were looking for. See, now we're at 30 internal. Now we need to focus on Quanta and Arcana. Arcana, not really, because it's already at 70. And it requires at least 40, so it's above that. Now we have to worry about Quanta. Where is Quanta? What can we add to add more Quanta? Let's see what we have here already. I don't want to use anything that's above what we can do at the moment. Let's see. Quanta. How much are we missing? I'm missing about 15, 20. Yes. Okay. This adds more Quanta right here. So the crystalline shelf, it requires the infused shelf, which we did. I have a few of these set up already. I have 7. Okay, now let's see. This has Quanta. Let's take off the sea shelf because this we can add more to it. More to it. It's 20. It's 30. Almost at 40. Okay, one more. There it is. This is the setup we're looking for. 30, 40, 70. Well, it's above 40. So we're looking, technically it's supposed to be 30, 40, 40. But we have this setup. We can go to the next step. Is to get the deep shelf. So that's perfect there. So we're gonna need to make the dormant deep shelf first. So we're gonna put this in our bookmark. Assuming everybody has cracked deep slate already. To make that is pretty simple. You get deep slate tiles. To get deep slate tiles, you have to get it from, where's that? Stone cutter, polished, and then from the cobblestone, you can just cut it, or you can put it in the crafting table to get a polished deep slate. And then from there, you go forward. I'm going backwards here. So yeah, you get it. Just when you get the deep slate tiles, you have to smelt it to get the cracked deep slate. But to get to there first, to the deep slate tiles, it's pretty simple. Get the deep slate bricks, and they're polished. Just run it through the crafting a few times to get to it. But now we're gonna create this here. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do about 8 since that's all we have. Okay, we got 8. Now we're gonna infuse. Let's see, it shows infuse. Sometimes if you have, sometimes this will be your setup here. I'm not saying that it will be your setup, but if you have your setup all wrong, it'll tell you. It'll just be soulbound. It won't show infused. If you click it, it'll enchant it, but with only soulbound. So make sure it meets the requirements. So infuse, let's do a couple of those. Now this is a lot of steps, but it's worth it whenever you get the enchantment at the end. Oops. Did I do that? Okay, yeah, I did. I enchanted twice. I did the tombstone and the infusion. Okay, now we got that. Our next step would be trying to get these end shelf. To get the end shelf, you need a few things here. We need infused dragon breath. To get the infused dragon breath, you have to make your setup to your quanta at least 15, but no more than 25. So you got to play it around a little bit. And this has to be over 40. This has to be at least 60. So our setup has over 60 arcana, and the interna is kind of low. Let's put this in our bookmark so we can see it. It requires more eterna, so we need to find a setup to make it a little bigger here. Since we have crystalline and infused, so that's just regular sea shelf. Also, we have these that we just added. To lower the quanta a little more. Quanta is going up, actually. Yeah, it is going up. Let's get rid of these sides here. Let's just start from almost scratch. Let's get rid of these extras. Okay, we're at 60, 34, 45. It requires at least... You're gonna see me going back and forth because I can't remember these numbers. So 40, 15, 60. 40, 15, 60. See, I already forgot. 40, 15, 60. Okay. The internal's not good. Let's see if we can take off, because you can use these melons. Look how much they take off. They take off a lot of quanta. It's probably what we need, actually. Let's use some melons. To make the melon shelf, you're gonna need a slice of melon, bookshelf, and a bunch of melons. And we're just gonna make 3 of those, see what it does. Oops. Okay. That should reduce our quanta. It reduced it by half. Okay. So that needs... I need half more of the quanta to go away. Should we make more melons? Yeah, we should. But actually, we're almost there. We just need the internal to go up and then the arcana to go up. Okay, we can get rid of this, get rid of that. Let's see what that does. That's 20. So we need 15. Wait. is, but no more than 25. So we're perfect on the dot. We're at 24 quanta. So now we need to worry about Eternal and Arcana. So 40 and 60. Gotta keep that the same, 40 and 60. Okay, let's see if we can find. What we can do is just type in Eternal. Oh god. Okay. I'm spelling it wrong. E-T-E-R-N-A. And I'll show you what the Eternal does. We're just looking for something that has just Eternal. Looking at the Draconic one, but we don't have access to it just yet. Okay. Let's see, right here, Heartforge. It only adds Eterna in Arcana. And is that what we need? Yep. We need this to go up and up. Okay, and that was the heart. That went up, and the quanta stayed the same. There's the heart. Okay, I think we hit the mark here. No, it needs to be 40 and 60. Just maybe one more. Did we hit it? Please. No, we didn't. Let's do one more. Actually, here. My Eternal's not going up at all. What? What is going on? Okay, let's take this off. Okay. Eterna. We don't have access to. Do we have access to it yet? Echo. We do. Okay. Since we have this, the deep shelf, we already infused it. So Echo Shelf adds +2 Eterna and +15 Arcana. So, and then with that, you're gonna need candles and the Echo Shards. I'm pretty sure you guys already have that. This is kind of a late game setup. What's that? Okay, I just need one more. And we'll just add that. Oops, it's not gonna work. What's that? That. Okay. Gonna have to infuse here. Not infuse. What is this? I have to make this. Our recipe. Bam. I know this is gonna be a long video. Apologize. 40. Look, Arcana is like 100. But I think we met the mark. Oh no. You see how it adds 5 quanta? It brought it up by 5. So can we reduce quanta? UANT. Reduce quanta. Perfect. So we have a wither skeleton. That's perfect. So we're gonna put this in our setup here. We're adding quanta. I thought it was negative. Okay. Those are adding quanta. Don't you want a quanta? Sorry. My mind just went somewhere else. Look at these melons. I think we're gonna have to make more melons. It's gonna drop the quanta down. But we're gonna need to make some of these. 11, because that's all we have. 6. Melon to the rescue. There it goes. This is the setup. Maybe no, it needs to be 40. So we gotta find something that has just turn. Here it is. We're gonna add, where'd it go? A bunch of these dormant. Now this looks ugly, but don't worry about how ugly it looks, because we're just trying to meet the quota. How come you're not hitting 40? My guy. Okay, Eterna. Focusing on Eterna. Eterna. I don't want to use these other ones because we don't have access to it yet. Maybe we do. Yeah, we don't have access to it yet. Being pushed. Hello. Everybody just answer me hello. This is where I was when I spawned in EU. Oh. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna need to add more. We need to be at 40. Let's see if we add this guy. This guy is gonna add more. This added more quanta than I wanted to. Where do we want quanta to be? Whoa. We needed to be at 15, but we're at 18. So we can technically add that. And we need to add maybe this guy. Maybe? Oh, did we make it? No, we're under. Melon. We did it. We finally did it. Okay, look at this. Act up, setup. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna go back into it. We need to infuse these. Make sure 15, 40, 60. Okay, we're good. We need to get our infused dragon breath. Or dragon's breath. I hope you guys know how to get to it. So, I'll do this. See, we finally have infusion. Perfect. So 1 gives us 3. Look at that. We're gonna make as much as we can. Oops. Okay, we're gonna make 18. All right. Our focus was on getting the draconic one. But to be able to get to the first tier of that, we required the infused dragon breath. So now we can make this show. Let's do. Huh? What's that? That's weird. Oh, used the wrong one. Okay, we have 18 of those. Now we're gonna make this guy. And we're gonna make some dragons' heads. And again, with the mythical agriculture, it's very handy because you can make dragon heads out of nothing. Like that. I have 16. Now we just make that. And we have 5 of those. And now we can make a better setup here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. So pretty much 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're gonna put this down. And now we're maxed out our internal. See, there's already at 15. And we're gonna need, just to max out the others, we can just use our leftovers here. I brought it up pretty high. We can do just mix and match. See, how's that 90 now? The Quanta and then Arcana. The Arcana, you can just bring it up with these other mods. So you got the end shell. Well, we're using the end shell. Just gonna max it out here. Then that. So you got Arcana. We're almost at the end, guys. Look at that. Something like that. Well, we add more Arcana. We're missing 5%. Add 5% with another end shell. We need more infused. Since we have this setup still, this get up that we have. Now we have this guy. See if we have that. There we go. This is our max setup. All we have to do is put lapis in it. Oops. Lapis, and then we just pick let's do a sword. Like a spell. Let's go for our indestructible Adamodium one. There we go. To better make this, I recommend making all these things shell. You're gonna need these there's that hell shelf of sight. This gives you more cues. What I mean by cues are, I'm gonna have to craft the potion for it, but I'm gonna show you my setup. I have over here these guys right here. They add enchanting cues by 1, and this is by 2. This is higher. So if I were to enchant it, you see how I have 4 more cues instead of the other one? The other one only showed 1. This will tell me that I'm getting capturing, sweeping edge, Raider's Bane, 5, and then so on and so forth. So you just cycle through. Then we have sweeping edge 6. But what I recommend doing is, if you're trying to just go through the enchantment table to get the best enchantments, I would just get this enchantment extractor and send it to the library. The library holds all the enchantments. So whatever highest enchantment that you have, it'll stay there forever as long as you have enough points stored up. So throw that in there. It's gonna take off all the enchantments. That throws that book right into our library. So if we didn't have Sweeping Edge 6, we're gonna have it now. Sweeping Edge. We have Sweeping Edge 8. So that's just gonna add points to it. If you look at this 288 right now, it should go up in a few seconds here. Unless it's already done. Let's go back to Sweeping. It was at 88. Well, let's see. Not sure why it didn't do that. It's supposed to add the points. No matter what tier it is, it's gonna add the points back. So you can cycle through. And with the library, let's say you didn't have any enchantments on it. Take this off. Your library, if you put in your sword, it'll tell you exactly what enchantments that you can put on there, possibly put on there. So if you want Sweeping Edge, just keep clicking until you get the highest tier. So now I have Sweeping Edge 8. And now if you want Sharpness 10, as long as you have the points stored up, you just click it all the way through. And now you have, oh, I don't have enough points to get 10. So I have 9. That's still good though. And so on. If you just put as many as enchantments that you want that you have stored. This library is very useful. If you don't want to use it, just throw it back in there. It'll save it for later. So this one has looting 7, capturing. This is pretty good for an enchantment. Well, I hope this answers anything about the enchantment part. I'm gonna go through what you call it, Apotheosis, real quick here. The video's already at 40 minutes. Sorry for the long video, but here we go. You can fast forward if you like at any time. Here's the Apotheosis. It's the same thing, you can just cycle through it as long as you have the materials. We have 4. Let's go to our area. We have a bunch stored over here. We're gonna go back home. Here's our reforging table. So as long as we have materials, oh, we jump us. We can cycle through these the Apotheosis. So this one will add 3 sockets, and it'll add speed, ancient knowledge, where you can have the chance of loot Fiana, and then you got the ancient knowledge. I think this one is gonna be the best bet here. You can go right back into it and get another roll. It's pretty much random. You can't really choose what you're gonna get next. So I would just cycle through. Say if you want, switch that out. Smells pretty good. Save that. Now you have damage 8. So you really gotta play with it. You just gotta have enough material for the Apotheosis forging. Well, I hope this answers your question. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.